hello, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I am here early this morning to start a journal. This is for one of my mom's friends who she and her husband are renewing their vows, and my mom asked if I could make a journal for them. And so I found this wedding journal kit on Etsy. I'll tell you, it's not easy. We need more like anniversary and wedding kits, I discovered. But this one was really pretty. I thought it was very timeless and beautiful. And I just used 3 pages from it. And then I also wanted to add something blue. Hi, Annie. Hey, Clint. Hi. I hope you guys are doing well. So I've got something blue to add to the journal. I've also got some tea-dyed papers here that I'm going to use. So a couple of printables, some tea-dye. I have this 12 by 12 paper that I tea-dyed as well. I just sat down, or didn't sit down, I worked one day on just tea-dyeing a whole big paper pad. It was like one of the ones that you get from, Hobby Lobby or whatever that has 100 and I don't know, a lot of pages, and they're kind of thin. It's that copy weight paper. I love it. My printer's still going. It's printing off these lace pieces and some ephemera for the journal. I thought these were just gorgeous. Perfect for a wedding journal. Well, they'll make little tuck spots and decorations for the pages. I really wanted to use, I really like this one to make like pockets on the pages. I thought these were great. All these are from different shops. I'll try to add them later. I've been saving this Uniquely Creative paper pad for a journal, but I don't know if it's going to work. Let's pull it out and see. This is the paper pad I'm talking about. Let's see if we can make it, at least some of the pages work. And then Uniquely Creative sent me, they just sent me a load of stuff that is amazing. Embossing folders, stencils. We can definitely use some stencils on these pages. Because I did not do double-sided printing. Look at this embossing folder. That would be beautiful. They sent me lace. That would be wonderful. So let's make a journal. Well, hello everyone. Hi, Mary. Oh my goodness, I know it's really early for you over there in Oregon. And TR's here. You caught me live. Hi. And Rhonda Lane, my Aussie friend, how are you? Oh, more pun. Oh, Mary, you shouldn't have. Oh, that is so funny. Look at this ephemera. Won't this be lovely? This is from the wedding kit. Okay, so now that I've got it proper mess, let's pick it up and let's make a journal. Real fast like. Okay, so I've already gotten a book cover. This is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I liked the height of it. My pages, let's see, that's all ephemera. The pages from this company are a little short. I'm guessing she's not here in the States. She must be in Europe somewhere. This is, let's just use a ruler. It's not too early for a ruler. The book is kind of tall. It's 9.5. But these pages don't quite make it to 8.5. You can see there's a little border at the top and a little border at the bottom. I could have filled the whole page, but when you fill the page, you lose part of the design. So I don't mind that some pages are shorter. I left plenty of white pages because that's just okay. It's okay. So, but I thought this Tom Sawyer book would be a good book for the project. I have to clean it up, but I liked that it had a thin signature. My mom didn't want like a real big journal. She just wanted something small and sweet. So this is small and sweet. It's got a very small, thin spine, so we don't need a ton of pages. It's only 1-inch spine. Okay, and the pages are, oh, they can go up to 6 inches. Yeah, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So that's our cover. I think we'll paint this side of the cover. We'll see. I don't know what we'll do. I also have my Dollar Tree heart lace that came out at Valentine's. I have a couple of different designs, so we'll definitely have to put some heart lace. This journal is gonna have some lace, that's for sure. So it's this Utopia collection. I was hoping I could blend in. It's double-sided, which is fabulous. Let's just take a look. The flowers, I don't want flamingos, so the flamingos are out. But there's nothing saying I couldn't cover this with another sheet of paper. It may be that I actually end up using these, and even though I don't think the flowers go with the theme, I like the pink, and I can cover the flowers or cut some of them off. Oh, that's sweet. See, I thought this paper really was ideal for scrapbookers or junk journalers. Hey, good morning. Omari. Good morning.
Morning.
So yeah, I thought this paper was perfect for scrapbooking. I could just easily see someone plopping photographs in here, but ooh, I want to use these in the journal for sure. So those 2 pages will go in. Well, I guess let's play with just one of each. Since we're not going to have a ton of signatures, I don't want to duplicate a bunch. This all looks like cut aparts that are not going to work for this particular project. That's fine. They also look like cut aparts that my brother ScanNCut's going to have to deal with. Hey, Carmina, how are you? Hi, Annie. Good morning. I'm doing great. Doing good. Real excited. I think I only have to work like 50 or 55 hours this week. So I'm real excited about that. Okay, so we have one of those. I'm not using, these are really cool. It's just not right for this journal. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these because we can cover the flamingo. And then that looks like those are our pages that I'm going to use from Uniquely Creatives kit. We got 5 pages. That's plenty. Oh wait, you're not you. 4 pages. Let's cut these down. I'm going to make these our tallest pages. What I do like about this is that no matter which way you turn it, the flowers are always upright. How in the world did they do that? It's too early. My brain can't even think of how they did that. I'm just deciding where I'm going to cut. Okay. There is pink in this printable. It's pretty neutral. But then I've got this blue. I really liked that pop, the idea of a pop of blue. Okay, let's get our 12 by 12 paper cut down. Let's make this journal. Oh, I love that you have your morning tea with me. I don't have anything to drink, tea. Oh my gosh, I don't have anything, TR. I just ran in here at 4:40, started downloading and printing. I've been waking up at 4:30 the last little bit here. Oh boy. And I tell myself, 4:30 is a little early. You can sleep long. No, my body says, I'm done. Okay, let me measure my book again. The book is indeed 9 3/4. Okay, so 9 1/4 is plenty tall. And then our book was 6 inches. I'm actually going to trim off a little bit though, just a little. I'm going to make it 11 1/4. So 9 1/4 by 11 1/4. Y'all remember that measurement in case I have to start measuring again. I should remember it. All right. Let's just do that. Then I only have a little bit of that flamingo to cover up. Just the head. Boop. 9 1/4 by 11 1/4. So did everyone enjoy the eclipse yesterday? It was really fun seeing all the comments and what your experience was for those that popped in and shared. That was really cool. Seeing all the comments. By the way, I've got to get better about my comments. I think what I'm going to have to do is when I read them, I heart them. And if there's like questions or when I have more time, I can respond. Sounds so lame. I always want to respond to every single one. But it's really hard for me to keep up, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just cut like a little bit off each side because I really like these bouquets and I don't want to lose too much of either one. I think those are really pretty. Love that paper. Okay, last one of these. Oh, you can't sleep, Carmina. I am so sorry, my dear. Maybe I can lull you to sleep with some paper crafting. Maybe. I wonder if I could cut off most of this bouquet. I mean, gosh, it is gorgeous, but it just doesn't really belong on this, with this journal. We'll see how it goes. I know if it's like, well, it's a junk journal, why does it matter? Well, because I'm making it, and if I was making it like a true junk journal, it wouldn't matter, but this is more of like kind of a keepsake writing journal. It's the way I see it anyways. When I'm making something like this that is, make sure this is turned the right direction. Okay. More of like heirloom. This is like more of like an heirloom journal, then I'm more particular about everything. If it was just a true junk journal, I wouldn't really care. Well, I probably would. Who am I kidding? I probably would. Okay. Pages cut. At least all of our 12 by 12 is now cut down. Okay. Let's trim these. I think I'm going to trim these with a ruler though, because then I can get a slightly more jagged edge. These do not need to be trimmed. We almost have our pages done, y'all. Okay. 5 is what I remember printing. Yep, got 5 of them. Just zooming right along. Footloose and fancy free. Thanks, Mary. I made it. I remembered them. You're in Texas too, Annie. Where are you? You're in North Texas, is that right? I think you're in a city that I've never heard of. Or I don't know where it is. Did you get to see the eclipse? It was pretty cool. It didn't get totally dark in my area. But it got darker than my phone even recorded. It was interesting because I found out yesterday when I was trying to record the eclipse that my phone brightens things. So it couldn't actually capture as dark as it was outside. I was telling my husband last night that I bet by the next time we have a big solar eclipse, cell phones will be able to record it. I had a feeling all these Apple and Samsung and all these guys were like, okay, mental note, we need to come out with a camera that can record an eclipse. Because you couldn't like record it or capture it through the glasses with your phone. It doesn't optically see the way our eyes see. So I figured that's something that the phone designers will be working on. Yes, Mary, thank you for the support of sharing those dimensions. Complete cloud cover, TR. Bummer. We had intermittent clouds, and then we had a big storm after. Lucky it held off. But that even made it so stinking amazing, having all the clouds. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I said a little prayer while I was watching it because I was like, here we are, all looking to the sky, all looking up, all looking at the same thing. Not every single person, obviously, but millions of us were. I'm like, what if we could just be united like that more often? What if we could come together in the things of wonder rather than the things that separate us, and be closer and kinder to one another? So that's the thoughts going on in my mind when I was watching it. This dirty cover is really bothering me. We've got our signatures ready. Well, we've got our paper cut. I have to take a baby wipe to this cover and see. I don't want to bind my book if I'm unable to clean it properly. Oh, okay. It's cleaning up nicely. Okay. When I get these old books, I do clean them. But I think, look, I think actually some of the color is coming off. I don't think it's that dirty. I think the color is coming off. But I think I'm going to paint this, you guys. Yeah, I think that's the paint. Now, I know for sure this is dirt. But yeah, even if I can't see dirt, I still clean old covers. I just think it's the prudent thing to do. I'm definitely pulling off paint, rubbing off paint here. I'm going to leave this red. So what color? I think I'll do pink. Pink and red, like a soft pink. Yeah, I'm pulling up that paint. I love the texture. This cover has a texture to it. So I was thinking we could do lay some stencils over it, but I like the texture that's already there. So I think I'll let that texture shine through. I'm not gonna rub this one quite as much. Yeah, it's definitely coming off. This is like a flocked material. This is some sort of like flocked velvet kind of material. I'm just lightly cleaning that. Okay. Let's paint this and set it to the side. Let me get a color. We might mix a color, you guys. So I'm thinking like this soft pink, but then I also have a little bit of this rose gold. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see what a dab of rose gold looks like in there. That's a little more than a dab. We'll put a little more pink. Okay. Let's do this. Get my big favorite Dina Wakley brush going. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm just gonna paint this cover. Oh, I'm so happy I made this choice. Immediately, I'm happy. So this will just set over. It won't take long to dry with this craft acrylic paint. I was trying to have a different video out for y'all yesterday than the one that I released, but I don't know. My phone's doing weird things where it rotates my footage upside down. It's so frustrating. It doesn't do it until I go to save it after doing all the editing, the voiceover, until my final stage, and then it flips it all upside down. I don't know why that's happening, but it's crazy annoying because then I have to start all over. I have to go back, delete the video, re-edit, re-voiceover. Ay, ay, ay. It is really not cool. Especially when, you know, you just don't have time. I don't have time for that kind of thing. I don't have the time to mess around with that. Now, I'm not going to worry about this inner edge being yellow because I don't think that's going to bother me. And I'm not going to try, I don't think I'm going to try to paint that. Got to mix some more paint and hope for the best on getting a matching color. Oh, but I like it. I like it so much. So yeah, this is for a couple that my mom knows. They go to church together and they're renewing their vows after, I don't know how many years, long time. And in this cute little chapel, my mom goes to a church that's big by old standards. It's definitely not like one of those mega churches. It's just a really old cathedral with all stained glass. Like, it's very picturesque and beautiful. And it's on this very beautiful property. And they have a little chapel separate in the back for weddings. It's real precious. And so that's where they're renewing their vows. And I have her making a baby blanket. So I've asked her to make a baby blanket, and then she said, okay, well, can you make me a junk journal for my friends? So we do that for one another. We just trade off our crafts. Oh, getting all quiet, aren't I? This is what it's like when I paint. Quiet focus and bliss. And Bliss. I'm going to start painting more, you guys. I used to paint big paintings, all abstract art. And the last time I did a big abstract painting was so many years ago. So many years ago. And I miss it. So I'm going to start doing it again. I'm going to do smaller. And I always did mine on canvases before, but I'm going to do all mine on paper going forward. Because it's just hard to store canvas. You know, it takes up so much space. I only have so much wall space. It's already pretty full. Okay, there's our new cover. I want to leave The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Even if it's a little dingy, that's fine. Or vintage. Okay. So that part of the cover is done. Shay, how are you? I need more baby wipes. This is the end of the road for this package. I go through about 2 of these packs a year. Well, not too bad with baby wipes. As far as like how many I use a ton, but I definitely use them. Man, I wish I had some water in here for my favorite brush, but I don't. That's unfortunate. This is my favorite brush. This little ramekin. Let me just pour some water on it. Just try to keep it wet, keep it from hardening. I feel like this is just spelling disaster to have an open thing of water in this craft room right now. But we're going to just quickly clean. This is my favorite, one of my favorite brushes for acrylic paint. So I want to take care of it, even if I'm in a live. In a live, typically things just go flying. There is no cleaning. But I am going to take care of this brush. Okay. I'll put that little bowl of paint where my water would usually go if I had water right now. Let's get back to the journal signature. I'm just going to kind of tap this clean. That should be good until I can clean it properly. You know, it's not that these brushes are expensive, but I still want to take care of it. Okay. It's not like a squirrel hair brush or anything. It's a Mixed Media Dina Wakley. I love those brushes though. Okay, let's get it together over here. Let's put our journal together, our signature anyways. What is the front page going to be? I think it's going to be this one. Lovely. You know what we could do real quick while we're kind of messy is do the stencils for these pages. So let's go ahead and distress and stencil these pages. None of the other ones need it. Okay, so we'll go one by one here. And just do a little bit of distressing. I want to find my Victorian Velvet or Tattered Rose will work. Okay, let's do Tattered Rose. Isn't she lovely? Okay. I've got a couple of uniquely creative stencils out here that I can use. Yeah, they do make flat canvases. And good morning, Tammy. I have my flag hung up. I cleaned my craft room this weekend and I got a bunch of things up. I have, when I did the Uvalde card drive, The Chamber of Commerce gave me this really cool old print of their opera house that, let's see, when was it established? In 1895. It's still open and operational. They have like a community theater in it. And they gave me this gorgeous old print of the opera house, in honor of what everyone donated for Uvalde. And I hung it in my craft room. Finally, I got it framed and it sits above my desk. And I was telling my husband, it's just a reminder of the good things we can do through card making. And when we all come together, every time I see it, that's what I think of. I just think of how everyone came together for that community and just all the good that we can accomplish in card making. And so, yeah, that got hung up on the wall. I had gotten a shelf at a thrift store for my rubber stamps, and that got hung up on my wall. And then I hung up Tammy's flag. All the sentimental things for me got hung up this weekend. So my craft room feels so good just having those things, because I've been wanting them up on the wall and just hadn't, gotten there yet. Let's turn this. I'm just using, obviously, y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm using Tattered Rose Distress Oxide ink. And now I have a bit of a dirty brush, so this may be slightly off of Tattered Rose, but not by much. And I'm just going to ink kind of the edges here. And just make this white paper more interesting, but still easy enough to journal on. Yay! Pretty. Okay, 1 down, 4 to go. Let's do this other one now. I think I'll keep it all Tattered Rose and just kind of change up this, alternate the stencils. It'll be nice to have like a unifying kind of, oh, I need to take it all the way to the edge. I don't mind if it doesn't line up. Can we make it line up? I don't think so. Well, there we go. No, that doesn't even line up. Brain, work, work, work. There we go. There it is. Okay. Better. Not perfect, but better. Okay, line that up right there. We're making, hi, good morning, Karen. I am making a junk journal for a couple who's renewing their vows. It's some of my mom's friends. And she had asked me if I would make a journal for them, a small journal. So I'm making a single signature journal. Right now I am ink blending through a stencil on my white pages, just so they're not so white. On the back of these are printed pages from a digital kit or two. So let me show you that. This is my something blue page. Just ink blending on the back of those. There's also some beautiful pages like this. Okay, changing up the stencil again. I really like this one. We won't be able to finish it today, but like decorating, but I do plan on getting it assembled. I just have to hustle here. as I look at the clock and realize, yeah, you don't have all the time in the world. You still have all the things to do this morning. Make lunches and breakfast and go to work. I have a new guy starting on my team this week that I'm real excited about. I hope he enjoys the job and turns out to be as good as he was. He transferred from another department in our company and did awesome in all the other departments. So I'm sure he'll do awesome on my team. He has a real like go get him, good work ethic, you know, he's real positive. Those are all things that I love as a supervisor. And just to have more help, there will be less 60-hour weeks consecutively. I don't mind them, but it is a lot. And more than anything, I just want my team to not get worn out. Like one girl had wanted to take off for the eclipse, but just really couldn't because there was just so much work to do. And I didn't tell her that she couldn't because I typically just let people go whenever they want to go. They're going to be happier and more productive that way. But she just knew. She just saw everything that we had to do and just was like, I can't do it. Which I appreciate. She's always there for everyone. She's a good teammate. I have a really good team of people. Almost done, you guys, with this part. I know it may be boring to see repetitive action over and over, but this is the chore at hand. And this is what it's like when making a junk journal. There's repetition. I think it'll be really good to have like some pages that are the same, these white pages where I'm using the stencil in the same color, because, you know, this isn't someone who uses junk journals. So, you know, it's good to like let the mind rest when they can turn the page and be like, I've seen that page before, you know, like something about it, just like familiarity lets the mind rest a little and go, okay, I think I can journal in here. Okay, that is done. I think now we can put our signature together and sew it into the journal. I know our cover will be dry. Let's look again. It's just easier if you're going to stencil white pages to do it before you put your journal together. Again, those stencils came from Uniquely Creative, an Aussie company, Rhonda Lane. Okay. Alrighty, let's do this. So anytime I'm making a journal and I have different types of paper, I group them. So these are one type. These are Uniquely Creative, and they are another type of paper. 4 of those. Then, and I just kind of put them in piles. You won't be able to see them all. I have my tea dye paper, that's a type. And then I have my printables. So I'm going to take and just fold each page in half. I'm not doing a lot of flips and things like that today. For this journal, I'm not. Let's put this page next. And then I want a blue page. I think. Because this back page here is blue. It's purple and blue. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, now let's get some tea dye. Crunchy. crunchy goodness of tea dye. Let's do blue and orange are complementary colors, so I think I'm going to put that here because this paper definitely has like an orange color to it. Okay. Let's do another. I'm going to wait on the blue. Ooh, I can undo the doves. I love doves. And pigeons for that matter. I do. This will be pretty next to this tea dye paper. Okay. And then maybe this one. This is one I tea dyed with Color Burst or Brusho. I think it's called Brusho. And I just sprinkled it on my paper and then poured the tea on it, or sprayed the tea on it. That's how I made that and got that color. Ugh, it's kind of hard to keep these together, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna keep going. Just keep going. Let's see. This is pretty, really pretty. It's gonna be pretty thick actually. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of paper in it, but it's a good size. We're gonna have to decide what our center page will be. Maybe this will be the center page of the journal. So if that's the case, oh, you're welcome, Karen. I'm glad you enjoyed that view from my backyard. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I was telling my hubby, it was kind of weird to watch the eclipse alone. I don't know, like, it's such a surreal, weird thing. It was kind of odd to see it by myself. And so I was happy to record it, and then I promptly got it out as quick as I could for others. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience. Like I said, I was just a little bit prayerful, and my dog was there. So I wasn't alone. I had my dog, and she's amazing. Just a big old sweetheart. I love her so much. Okay, wrapping this up, coming together nicely, might I add. I think I'm gonna come in and add some smaller sheets, the cutoffs from these, if I can find them, and if they're big enough. There they are. Well, they might not be, they're not page worthy material, so maybe not. Okay, last page, like this. We've almost got it together. I think this will be a lovely place for them to add pictures and write or journal. I kind of wanted to make a flip-flop journal, but then I was like, oh my gosh, that would be probably overwhelming for someone. Okay, this is our journal. Let's do a flip through before I put it in here. And sure enough, this is dry. Okay. So this is going to go in here like this, and look, it's already just like full and perfect. I am going to crease it really well. And then we'll sew it in, and that'll probably be it. I'll have to do all of my ephemera cutting later. Look at this though. I love like these labels and little things to add in. I'll have to do my cover later. You know what I usually do, and then cut out some of these things. I think this would be really pretty on the cover, this heart. That pink, that soft pink kind of matches the soft pink there. And then we can put some roses around it. But yeah, I'll cut these out later and add this stuff. I definitely want this butterfly in there. But what I do is usually record that, edit it, and share it with y'all with a flip through. So I start my junk journals here in a live with you all, and then I finish them on my own. So let's go in. I'm going to use my bone folder and just really crease these pages down. That way they fold flatter inside the journal. I'm just starting at the inside, working my way to the cover. I can also kind of get a feel. I'm liking this. I am liking it. And you know what? Those flowers aren't bothering me on the pink paper as much as I thought they would, these. So I might not be so inclined to cover those as I thought I would. Love those sweet little birds. Did I tell you guys that Valentine's Day card I made for my mom got eaten by her dog? I think I did. I think I told y'all. Oh my goodness. Let's look at the back. See what it looks like if we were to flip from the back. I'm one of those people who flip from the back of the book too. Yeah, I like it. I like it. The flamingo head down here does have to be covered. But I think that's like the only part that's out of place. I mean, these are just like little hints of flowers. I'll probably put something up here like a tuck spot or something. But overall, it came together nicely. Especially like using so many different kits and things. Now I need to make sure, I think my pages are all good. As far as their height and where their placement is. You wouldn't have to put them all in the middle. That's just what I decided to do. So it's time to clip it. And sew it in. And then I have to go. There's already hustle and bustle in the house. I hear it, y'all hear it, we all hear it. So clip it really good, my friends. And like I take it and force the pages to be really tight in that crease. And then I just keep clipping it. We'll get better results by doing this. It'll be easier to sew into the spine. Oh lordy, we got to reinforce that spine real quick. Okay, signature done. Spine reinforcement. I already said this was 1 inch, and I need to work on that. So it is 1 inch by I think 9 3/4. She is tall. Unlike me, I'm not tall. I'm very short. 9 1/2. Okay. I have my cutoffs for making 5x7 cards. This is a nice weighted cardstock. I think we'll just use it to reinforce the spine here. Yeah, we'll just use a couple of pieces of that. It'll be fine. Okay. Glue. Have I missed y'all? Sorry. Sala, hello. How are you? And Darla, how are you? I love the name Darla. I'm gluing this together before I even cut it down. That's fine. It would give my glue more time to dry before I sew into it. Okay. I'm just gonna cut it there. Sorry, once that bird chimes, it's just hustle mode. Okay, so there, and then I need it to be, I'm gonna do a little less than 1 inch. I'm gonna do 7/8. Okay, there we go. Like I said, it's a thin spine, but it's all that's needed. I'm doing 7/8 so it can easily fold around this piece. This is just here as reinforcement of this old book spine. What I'm actually going to do is come in and kind of force some of this glue down into that netting with my silicone brush. And I'm not worried about this too much. Just trim it off. Boop. Okay. That should be good. This has got lots of glue on it. While this is drying, I really don't want to stitch through this wet, but I'm probably going to have to. Real quick, I'm going to cut some paper to go across here, and then okay, that's longer than my ruler. That's 13 inches. So let's do 2 6-inch pieces. Just pick a paper real quick. I like this one, I think. Well, hold on, let me keep looking. Ooh, or this one. Let's do this one. And then I'm looking at my cutoffs. We'll do this and this. This and this. Okay, let me make sure that I've got the right height. I'm just wanting to cover these end papers. So let's do 9 1/4. It'll be slightly longer, but that's okay. 9 1/4 by 6. With the blue. 9 1/4. It was slightly less than 9 1/4. There we go. And then cut it at 6. Okie doke. Got some lovely end papers here. Do I like it with that yellow? I don't know if I do. I don't know that I like that. I think I'm gonna like this one better. No worries, we'll use that for something else. Let's do this again. I want more of that yellow. Okay. This only takes a second. What time is it? 6:11. Oh, gotta hustle, hustle, hustle. I'm also gonna cut it a little less than 6. There we go. I think this is gonna be better. Better. That is better. Okay. That makes my eyes much happier. Okay. Now, I think we'll just be real basic and put that down there. Okay. So this piece is just going to cover that spine for us. And it's just a cutoff that I had trimmed off when, look, that's perfect for a card. When I cut the pages down, see? So we'll put that there. Alrighty. Yeah, Sala, those are, if you Google silicone mask brush, it's for applying like mask on your face. And it's a silicone, or you can probably Google silicone beauty brush. And they do have them here in the States at a Dollar Tree. I know y'all probably don't have Dollar Trees, but just Google that. Somebody left me a note the other day that they found 3 on Amazon for like $3. And I mean, mine's not fancy. Mine's cheap, just like that. So you don't need anything fancy in the silicone beauty brush department. Okay, I'm just gonna score this right here. Got a little heavy-handed there, but it'll be okay. Where is the score here? This side's a little harder to find it. There we go. We want to make sure we can fold it beautifully, and we can. Y'all probably remember that was really rounded before because it had no structure to it. So now it has structure. Okay, this might be a little long, but it'll work. Usually I would probably cut that down a little bit more, but it'll be fine. So when you see the completed video from me, I'm going to be using the lace on pages. I'll be having, you know, that ephemera cut apart and do some light decorating. I'm probably going to mostly embellish this journal with trim. That lace trim. But at least now you've gotten the full tutorial on the construction. See? Okay, let's stitch and then I gotta go, y'all. So this, oh, that's lovely. Okay, let's get her done. Okie dokie. Trying to decide how I want to do this. Okay. I found my favorite awl the other day. Oh, the cooking section. Didn't even think of that. I don't know if they have it. Hi, Anita. Yeah, the small silicone spatulas would totally work as well. I'm going to go ahead and clip this to my cover. I'm clipping like it's nobody's business, y'all, because if I don't, things shift, holes shift, and I get so frustrated. So let's just secure it right where we want it. Because I'm not measuring, I'm just eyeballing these holes. Okay. You can do it. All right. Let's get some thread. My husband's making breakfast. What a wonderful man. Okay. We're going with pink. This is a waxed linen thread. And when I had my in-person class in December, I bought a whole bunch of it to make kits. And I got to keep some of the leftovers, and I bought the multicolored one. So you can get this in like 30 different colors. Okay. We've almost got our journal together. How you doing, Pineapple Crafts? I saw you pop up and I meant to say hello. I'm just a girl on a mission. Hey, Kristen. I think she's here. Maybe not. Hi, Marcy. How are you? Okay. We're going to have our thread end on the inside, so we're going to start on the inside. See, if you clip it like crazy, then it is so much easier to get it through all these pages. So I'm doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I thought I measured this 3 lengths. It's coming up short. It's weird. We're gonna make it though. Oh. We're gonna make it. Barely. Let me pull this through one more time here. A little more. It's weird. Really thought I was on autopilot and did 3 lengths of our journal, which is how you measure. But I must have done 3 short lengths, and I usually do 3 long ones. Coming up between my pages and splitting my thread. You don't want to do that. Oh, I figured out what's wrong. It went around one of my loops. I was like, surely. There we go. This will make it a lot easier. Okay. I don't even have to think about 3 lengths. I just do it. So that was shocking for me. It was caught on this outside clip. It's coming between my pages. There we go. All right, tighten it up. You guys, we made a journal. It took an hour, but isn't that amazing? It only took an hour. I mean, really, we did everything here. All the cutting, the page prep, the cover prep. I mean, it's not done, but the construction is done. Okay, that's so pretty. I love that soft pink. Let's get our clips off. Do the quickest flip through ever, and then I have to go. What have y'all been talking about? I'll try to catch up. Clips disengaged from the paper. Clips everywhere. Paper clips, big clips, little clips. I was somewhere the other day and I saw a bunch of those clips and they were on sale. Oh, Hobby Lobby. If you're looking for the jumbo clips, Hobby Lobby carries them now. And they were like on sale with the Paper Studio stuff. And it was only like $1 a package. Definitely recommend them. Okay. None of this is done. Okay, but we do have a stitched in signature in this Adventures of Tom Sawyer book that we painted the cover. And we've got pages sewn in. This is like the moment of truth, this flip through, seeing if we really do like it. And yeah, I do. I hope you do too. I hope the couple that gets it likes it. I'm going to come in, of course, and decorate this more, add more to it. Little something sticky right there. Who knows what that is? Why is this feeling shifty? Uh-oh, I'm going to have to come back and do this again later on my own time. Don't want a shifty journal, y'all. So I'll come in, I'll pick this thread apart. I'll try to retie it. If that doesn't work, I'll totally restitch it. Okay. I don't know what happened there. But this is how I pick my knots apart, is with the same needle I used to sew them in. Let's see if I can just tighten it. You don't want any shifting. So I'll just make sure it's super tight without tearing pages tight. Oh, there we go. That's super tight. That's not moving at all. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Goody, goody. We fixed it. So see, things like that can happen to anybody. Don't worry. You just undo it or cut the thread and recut a new piece and everything will be fine. The music paper is not a digital. This is printed. Let me grab the thing real quick. This is this Park Lane paper. When it's like this light copy weight paper. This one's called Heirloom. You get 180 sheets. It's like printer paper weight. And what I did is I took this entire 180 sheets and I tea-dyed it, just like the way I would tea-dye normal paper. So that's where that's from. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this session of making a journal you definitely got the whole process. So if you came in halfway and you want to make one, if you want, you know, to follow along, just go back to the beginning of the video. For my replay crew, I hope you enjoy it too. I love spending time with you guys. I will come back at a later date and show you the finished product, our finished journal. But this is it for now. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks Shay, thanks Tammy, and everyone else, Darla, Karen, Anita, Sala, Marcy, Clint, all of you guys. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.